Hello. We are back in the kitchen this week, cooking up some more air fryer recipes. I missed you all last week, but I hope you had an awesome weekend. And today we're going to be diving into chicken breasts. So one thing I have really had a lot of requests for is chicken breasts in the air fryer. They cook a little bit more quickly than chicken in the oven. They stay nice and juicy. Hey, Jasmine. Say hi as y'all are popping on. And they're really easy to clean up. So there's no like splattering and no mess. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna do an Italian lemon version today. And then I also am gonna be serving it up with some sugar snap peas, which I've already kind of prepped and got ready to go. And then some white rice. So a really simple summertime meal if you're busy and you're feeding a family. These chicken breasts are going to be probably a staple in your house. They're also great for meal prep if you guys are into that, because you can do 4 at a time and just store them in the fridge and then reheat them as needed. Hey, Jessica. So real quick, for those who don't know me, I'm Kate Horning. I'm a chef and nutritionist. I'm the creator of A Healthy Passion, which is what all the recipes that we cook in this group, they're all A Healthy Passion recipes. You can find it by going to ahealthypassion.com. And what A Healthy Passion is, it's a meal planning software. It's designed when you sign up for it. You put in some information on yourself. It tells you what you need to eat every day to reach your goals. So if you want to lose weight, put on muscle, etc. And then it also has a planner feature where you can actually plan out your day, plug in all the foods that you want. Hey, Karen. And then find recipes as well to fit your needs. So it's just, if you're a busy woman who just needs recipe ideas, who needs to organize things, but still has goals in mind, and wants to stay on track while feeding your family well, A Healthy Passion is awesome for that. So ahealthypassion.com. Definitely check it out. And all the recipes that we cook this week will be in the software next week. So I just do them kind of like as I go. I add them to the software for you guys to be able to track and plan and cook and enjoy. Okay, so for this recipe, we're gonna need, I'll show you, set this around over here, but we're gonna need some chicken breasts. So I like to buy my chicken breasts at like Whole Foods or Costco, and I always look for free range when possible and organic when possible, but you want 2 chicken breasts that are about a ½ pound each or 8 ounces each raw, so about a pound total of chicken. The cooking time with the air fryer, it does vary based on how big your chicken is. So if you have smaller chicken, you cook a little less. If you have larger chicken, you'll cook a little more. So, but these are about a pound for 2. And then we're also going to need a lemon. Hey, Ashley. Some Italian seasoning or herbs de Provence, either one works. And then some white rice, which I've already done in my rice cooker. I just did a long grain white rice today. I felt like just going a little off the norm for my sushi rice that I love. My Japanese rice, but I just got that. I cooked it 1/2 cup of rice, so we make 2 portions here, and I cooked that in 1 cup of water. So really, really simple. So this recipe, really, you throw your rice in the rice cooker, you throw your chicken in the air fry. The only actual work you're going to be doing is the snap peas. And then I've got about a pound of sugar snap peas. I actually got these locally, and I forgot to show you guys. I forgot to save one and show you, but goes with one touch of chicken. But what you want to do is you want to take the end, and you just kind of like peel it and then pull. And that'll pull that little string. If you've ever had sugar snap peas and they taste a little stringy and weird, that is why. So I've got a pound of those in there. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and get our chicken into the air fryer first and then do the snap peas. So for the chicken, and the cool thing about the air fryer is that it doesn't require any oil to cook, but I still find things taste better with fat. So for me, I always add oil. It's just nice because you can get that really crispy sort of exterior without having to add a ton of oil, which is where we get unhealthy. What I want to do is just do a nice drizzle, maybe like 1/2 of a tablespoon, probably even less than that, probably like a teaspoon of oil. And then our Celtic salt is going to go on there, and our herbs and our lemon. So I'm going to grab my little zester and just do the lemon zest on there first. And I apologize, my tripod's in the garage. Hey, Miranda. So unfortunately, I don't have the good setup today. Per usual, I always try to get prepared, and then it's 2 minutes till and I'm getting stuff out of the fridge, getting everything ready. So we're just gonna go ahead and add our lemon zest on there, and then we're gonna save the juice, and that's gonna go with the sugar snap peas. So I'm gonna toss that on there, and what I'm gonna do is just kind of rub everything into the chicken to really get it good and seasoned. So I'm going to do 1/2 tablespoon of our Italian seasoning or herbs de Provence, and then Celtic salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the salt on there, and then I'll just flip it over and kind of do the same thing. So probably actually like a 1/4 teaspoon of our herbs. And then you just want to kind of get everything rubbed into your chicken because that oil is going to coat it, the lemon, the herbs, just kind of rub it around. So this is what it's going to look like. Very, very pretty. So now what I'm going to do is wash my hands and grab my tongs and get my chicken into the air fryer. So So I've actually played around with this a little bit, and I found the best temperature to cook it at is 360. You could do 400, you could do 350, but yes, Miranda, so these are really easy. So I don't know if you saw, but I did my rice in the rice cooker. So I literally put the rice in, pushed a button. The chicken's gonna go in the air fryer, and then we're gonna cook our snap peas. So could not be a simpler dinner. So yeah, we decided on 360 was kind of the temperature that I preferred to do with my air fryer. Now what you can do is you can take and you can spray your little pan here with some like cooking spray, just to make sure everything doesn't stick, but it's not really 100% necessary. I haven't had any trouble with anything sticking yet, but again, mine's kind of new, so, but I'll do it anyway. And then we'll go ahead and set our chicken into the air fryer. Now, the one thing I have noticed is it does get a better crust on the chicken if you flip it halfway through. So for me, I like to kind of do it for 10 minutes and then check it and flip it, and then 10 more minutes. Another thing with the air fryer is you don't want to overcrowd it. So I have the smaller one because it's just me and Mike, so I figured I would go with the smallest one, which honestly I regret. I wish I would have gone with the largest size, just because, I don't know, I feel like I always am like pushing how much stuff I put in it. So if you haven't purchased one yet, we have the Chefman. I love it. It was reasonably priced, had really good reviews. They had a large and extra large version. We got the large. I would definitely recommend the extra large. And it's worked great so far, but I would highly recommend, if you haven't purchased one, going for the larger one. And then you just want to stick your tray in there, and I think mine's like on the cord, that's why it's wobbling. And then you're going to set it to 360 degrees, and then I'm going to set the timer for 20 minutes, but what I want to do is I'm also going to set my phone, because with this, you really want to make sure that you don't overcook it. It can overcook really quickly, and even if your air fryer turns off, there's still that heat in there, so you want to make sure that you pull it out once it dings. So what I'm going to do is set it for 10 minutes, flip it, 10 more minutes, and then it should be good to go. So while that's happening, I'm actually going to set this over here because I want to save the tongs. We're going to do our sugar snap peas. So sugar snap peas are great. They're in season right now. They're so good from the farmer's market. Hey, Christy or Krista. Can't see the screen very well. And they're just something different. I feel like they're kind of an underutilized vegetable, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to show you guys how I cook them. To make them really delicious, and they're a great, addition to this meal. I mean, everything pairs really well together. Well, I find lemon and sugar snap peas have tendency to go really well together, and then rice for me. I love sugar snap peas and rice. I don't know why. So we're just gonna do medium heat, and then in the pan here, I've just got, like I said, a pound of my snap peas. They're really bright green and beautiful. They're real crisp. So we just really want to get a good sear on them, get some color on them, caramelization, and then season them up really well with some salt and red pepper flakes. And these only take about 3 to 5 minutes. So what I would do is go ahead and throw the rice on ahead of time, and your rice cooker will keep it warm. And then get your chicken in, and once you flip your chicken for the first 10 minutes, no Willa. After you flip your chicken, then you start these. If you're cooking dinner for, trying to pull everything together at once, it would be my recommendation. But I'm just going to show you guys how to do these, and then I'll take a picture of the chicken when it's finished, because I know you all don't want to sit here and stare at me for the next 20 minutes. So yeah, this week, every day is at 1. I'm going to be doing a quinoa salad tomorrow, which is not air fryer, but I have mozzarella and I have tomatoes and I have basil, and I'm just like totally dying for caprese. So we're going to do a caprese quinoa tomorrow at 1 p.m. And then Thursday at 1 p.m. I'm doing an air fryer salmon recipe with some zucchini noodles. So that'll be a good one. And then Friday we're actually doing a special series. So I've been reaching out to some experts, and one of my sweet friends is a dietitian and nutritionist, and she's super passionate about holistic skincare. So we're going to be talking a little bit about how to shift your skincare regimen to healthier products. It's at 1 o'clock as well on Friday, and she's just going to be sharing some tips for that, how to get started, how to transition versus like totally get overwhelmed by it. And then we're also going to share some fun DIY face mask ideas for more holistic skincare face masks. So that's something I love to do, and I notice a lot of the face masks I buy are loaded with crap. So for me, those are really fun. Hey, Robin. So if you guys are free Friday, I did make an event for this. This is more of like a special thing. So you guys can go ahead and RSVP, invite your friends. But if you're free, we'd love for you to join us. And if you guys have any other things you want to learn about that aren't like health and nutrition related, definitely let me know, because I would love to bring some friends on here that can teach you other health focused things that maybe aren't my expertise. So yeah, that is what is going on this week. So I'm just waiting on this to get warmed up. My sweet little electric stove takes a minute or two, and these are going to cook for probably like 3 to 5 minutes. What you want to look for is for them to be bright green and tender, and have a nice little char on them, because that little char is going to have a lot of nice flavor. So yeah, pretty easy meal. And that's my goal with these air fryer recipes, is just show you guys, you know, a lot of people will just like focus only on cooking in the air fryer, but use the air fryer as a tool to pull the whole meal together at once really easily. Like the rice cooker with the air fryer to me is like a winning combination. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this rice on the plate, because I am going to shoot pictures when I'm all done. Also, I do want to remind you guys too, for those of you who are using A Healthy Passion, I sent an email out about this yesterday, but we added a new feature that's called the Quick Add feature. So if an item isn't in the software, like for example Chipotle or maybe a specific brand that you like to use, you can now add it in there. But the coolest thing is that I can see what's been added. I can't see who's added anything, but I can see what's been added on the back end. And what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and double check the items to make sure they're accurate, and then I'll go ahead and add them into the software so that everybody can use your items. So it's kind of a way of building out our database from you all and what you're using, but also making sure it stays really true to my mission of being really accurate with the data versus like MyFitnessPal. You get a lot of inaccurate data, which is kind of frustrating when you're trying to reach a goal or, you know, track your food. So if you guys could take some time and just start adding in the items that you love, that would make it really great for me to be able to build out the database with, you know, what you all want. So you'll see it if you go to the planner, you'll see a little plus sign next to the search bar. You'll just click that plus sign, and then you'll add the name of the food, and then the carbs, the fat, the protein, the calories, and the fiber. So my mom was adding like her favorite kettle chips yesterday, and she was adding black bean pasta and lentils and all these great things. So it really helps me out. Okay, so those are starting to sizzle, so they're starting to finally cook. I've got my rice, and again, I just used a long grain white rice. I get a lot of questions on, is, you know, white rice healthy or should I avoid it? To be honest, I don't eat white rice like this very often at all. This is more of like I've been craving it. It's a special, you know, occasion type of thing. What I love to use is Japanese white rice, because the process that they use to refine the white rice is way more holistic than in America, where we strip it. So rice comes as like a whole grain form. It has a bran, a germ, and endosperm. And in America, we take our brown rice and we just strip off all those layers, and we have our white rice. And there's really no nutritional value to this white rice, other than it's delicious. In Japan, and really quickly, so I'm letting these sit for a little bit just to get a good char on them before I touch them. So you really don't want to be stirring them all the time, so they won't get that caramelization. That's why I'm not touching these. But in Japan, what they do is they put it into a tumbler. They put that rice into a tumbler, and it polishes itself, and it actually takes off the outside layers to create that delicious white rice, but it retains all of the mineral content, all of the nutrition. The only thing that you're losing is the fiber, which if you get enough fiber in your diet, which you should if you're eating whole foods, real foods, lots of vegetables, that additional fiber really isn't necessary. It does, I mean, more fiber is okay. There's nothing wrong with it, but for me, I find that I digest, I'm sure it's like really loud between the air fryer and the spoons. I'm going to use it over here. I find I actually digest white rice a little bit better than brown rice. So for me, I prefer it. So I like to buy the Japanese rice and eat white rice on most days. So for me, that's what works. Oops, just turned it around. There we go. You can see my messy kitchen. So yeah, if you guys are wondering about the difference between, you know, white rice versus brown rice, it's really just the fiber if you're talking about Japanese white rice. Again, if you're talking about American, I don't know where to put this thing. There we go. If we're talking about American white rice, it's a little bit different. So this is something more special occasion. This isn't something I'm going to eat all the time. Okay, so this is what these guys look like. I'm just going to give them a little stir here. You guys can see they're starting to get a little char. Let's see where we're at with our... We have 2 minutes till we flip the chicken. So that's what we'll do, is I'll show you guys how to flip the chicken. I'll show you guys the finished peas, and then we'll wrap up, and then I'll post a picture, just like I always do, of the finished product. And then again, it'll be in A Healthy Passion on Monday. So if you guys didn't see the new recipe that I added this week, the air fryer coconut shrimp has been everybody's favorite so far. Everyone who's tried it has loved it. Also, the air fryer chicken wings turned out amazing. Mike loved them. He ate both portions all at once. So if that says anything about them, they're definitely worth a try. All right, I'm going to give these another stir. I am gonna take a peek at my chicken. You probably shouldn't do this, but just make sure it's cooking, which it is. So what else do you guys want to learn? I know air fryer has been a big one, which we're working on those. What other like types of recipes? What do you feel like you need help with when it comes to being in the kitchen? What types of questions you have about health, about food, about cooking? I'd love to know like what you guys want. It makes it a lot easier for me to come up with content that helps you versus me just deciding for you. Anyone have any requests? I am going to do a few more of those cocktail recipes as well. The skinny, I don't know if any of you all saw the skinny ones. What are they called? These little cocktail mixers. These are super fun for summer. Also, another little fun thing. If you guys are into wine, I know everyone in here isn't, so I started a separate Facebook group where I talk all about low sugar wine and why should try to find low sugar options, because a lot of wine has a lot of added sugar and added sulfites and added chemicals. And every week Mike and I go live in there. Actually, he goes live, which is really fun, and he does a tasting of one of the wines, and then every week I share recipes in there and I pair them with the wine. So if you are entertaining or want to do more wine and food pairing, you can actually follow the recipes and then pair it with the wines that I suggest. So if you guys like wine, go join Low Sugar Wine. We have a lot of fun in there. We actually, my parents were here this last weekend, and we, red pepper flake. They brought a few. Oh gosh, I'm dying. They brought a few of the wines down as well. My mom's in their wine club. Yeah, Miranda, I do need to do more Instant Pot recipes. I did those for a little while, and then I kind of got bored with them. But actually, on Sunday, I think we opened three other different wines. We didn't drink all 3 bottles, but we opened 3 different ones, and Mike did 3 tastings that day. We did a rosé. We did a Pinot Noir, and we did a Cab, so we had some fun videos. Okay, so the timer went off, so I'm going to go ahead and pull the chicken out and show you guys what it looks like. And these should be good. Pretty well done. Miranda, what do you want to see in the Instant Pot? Like, what kind of recipes would you like? I've done a few. I just haven't really, I love my Instant Pot, but I haven't really done a ton in there because I love to cook. So for me, putting everything in Instant Pot and pushing a button isn't really exciting, but I know for you, a lot of you moms who are balancing a lot of different things, it's great to be able to do that. So I'll come up with some ideas for the Instant Pot, but if you have any suggestions, let me know. And yeah, Miranda, honestly, again, I drank more wine on Sunday than I probably have had in a long time, and I woke up Monday morning feeling great. So I was shocked to find out a lot of wines have like over 20 grams of carbs in a bottle, which is crazy. And the wines that we've been drinking are all like 1 or 2 carbs. So great for low carb days as well. Okay, so let's take a peek at our chicken. I'm gonna use my chicken tongs. So it's been 10 minutes in the air fryer. You guys can see, like, look how crispy it's starting to get on top. All those herbs are sort of crusted on there. So what we're gonna do is just give it a flip. And I'm gonna set my timer for 8 minutes. These look pretty good. And then I'm gonna use a meat thermometer just to check the temperature. But we'll let those go. What you don't wanna do is overcook them. So let's hear my phone one. So yeah, if you guys wanna learn more about wine, more about low sugar wine, more about healthier options, all the wines that we have are no sulfites. They're all organic, they're biodynamic. I'm afraid to put veggies in the Instant Pot. Yeah, so Miranda, I've done there's a recipe in Healthy Passions of chicken, a chicken breast with potatoes, and those turned out really well. There's also like a Cajun chicken one, which it is a bone-on skin on chicken thigh, so it's going to be a little fattier, but I think I did like bell peppers and things in there. I haven't done a ton of vegetables in there because I'm with you. I'm afraid they're going to get mushy. I did do a shrimp with broccoli. I think it's in there, in Healthy Passion, and it turned out really good. But I mean, you just can't cook them very long because that thing takes it from like 0 to cooked very quickly. So I will, once I get done, so this month we're doing pretty much all Instant Pot, or not Instant Pot, sorry, air fryer. So once I get done with this month, I'll start working on some more Instant Pot recipes. The oat recipes that I've added are so good. They're probably the best ones. I think we have like a peaches and cream oat. We have a blackberry and lime one. So if you haven't tried those, definitely check it out. Okay, so the chicken's gonna go in 8 more minutes. Like I said, I'll let you guys know how it turns out when it's done, how long it's cooked. These are done, so I'm gonna give you guys a little peek of those. Probably better to turn the lighting to turn like this. But you guys can see lightly charred, bright green. I'm gonna give one a taste just so you guys can see how they are. Perfect seasoning, little red pepper for that kick. But you still hear that crunch? That's what you want. Oh my gosh. Wow, those are really good. Okay. So those are gonna go on the plate. So we've got our rice, we've got our sugar snap peas. All we're waiting on is the chicken. And I mean, obviously I do this for a living, so it's easy for me, but I'm telling you guys, this meal is just so easy, so effortless. It really all comes together. Miranda, yeah, oh my, okay, so funny story. So my mom actually brought that one. It came in her wine club, and we opened it, and we're like all big red drinkers. Like, we love our reds. Rosé is great, white we enjoy, but you know, for us, we're never like, oh my God, like that's the best rosé. So it's from Provence, which that's like the best place to get rosé. They make the best rosés in Provence, France. And we opened it, and all of us were like, this is the best rosé we've ever had in our life. We've had a lot. Like, my mom and I love rosé. We drink a lot of wine, but so my mom ordered another 6 bottles of it. She's like, here, I'll have 4. You know, you can buy 2 from me. And so I went to go give her money for my 2, and she goes, no, order your own. I'm keeping them, because she was just sitting there as she's drinking more and more. But what I loved about it is it had so much fruit flavor, like watermelon and strawberry, but it didn't have any sweetness. So where some of your like more fruity rosés are a little bit more kind of like syrupy almost, they have like, this had like the most crisp mouthfeel. Oh my God, it was so good. I don't even have any of it to show you, but it was a really good rosé. So I'm gonna order 6 bottles. My mom ordered 6 bottles. And again, it had no added sugar. I think it was like 0.5 grams per liter residual sugar, so super low sugar. So yeah, definitely, if you're gonna order any of them, definitely let me know. I would recommend that one for sure. And are you in Kentucky? Because if you're in Kentucky, you can message us and we can help you get it to your doorstep. Because they don't deliver to Kentucky yet, but they are soon. So, all right, y'all. So I'm going to here. I'll show you what I've got so far. So the rice, the sugar snap peas, and then I'm gonna let this chicken finish off. The key. Oh, well then you can order it right to your doorstep. Perfect. I'm so jealous. My parents are in Ohio, so they can have it shipped to their doorstep. So my mom and I both do the wine club, and my wine club goes to her house. So yeah, I don't get to get it until I go visit them or they visit me. But we've been shipping to Cincinnati and picking it up. It's been that good. So, okay, so I'm gonna let these chicken breasts finish off. The key with any meat, especially chicken, if you want a good juicy end result, is to pull it out and let it rest. So we're gonna let it rest for about 5 minutes. And then what I like to do is slice it on a bias just to make it really easy to eat. And it looks really pretty. Place it on there, shoot a picture, and then let y'all know if I cooked it 8 minutes or 10 minutes longer. I will put it in Healthy Passion for next week. So if you're a Healthy Passion subscriber, you can find it in there. If you're not a Healthy Passion subscriber, go do it. I promise you, it'll save your life. Like, it'll save you so much time, so much money. It's $6 a month when you pay for a year. So it's super affordable. Like, we all waste $6 a month. And I promise you, if you're just like struggling with what to eat, struggling with meal planning, struggling with meal prep, we have an autofill feature that you can literally push a button and it recommends recipes to fit your needs. The planner is great because I recommend you pre-plug a few things in, so maybe like eggs for breakfast, a couple of snacks, and then use the autofill, and it'll help to fill your macros with what you have left for the day. So it makes it really easy. And if you're carb cycling, you can set your settings for low carb days. So it'll recommend low carb recipes for you. And then also my favorite thing is that, you know, in MyFitnessPal, when you're trying to figure out your net carbs for the day and you have to like sit there and take your carbs minus your fiber, Healthy Passion actually calculates them for you, so you can just see your total net carbs without having to do any math. So it makes it really easy. It's, you know, my company, so obviously it makes me really happy when you guys join me, and the recipes are all fantastic. So definitely check it out at healthypassion.com. I'll see you all tomorrow, 1 p.m. I'm going to be doing the quinoa salad, Caprese quinoa, and I'll try to post the ingredients you guys need for the rest of the week, so you can cook along with me if you want. But I hope you have an awesome, awesome day. Hey June. Yes, it does sound great. And then I will post a picture of this when I get it finished here soon. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye.